What's up, everyone? Uh, just me, Scary Terry here. Just giving a little video on what I thought about me being on Stonic10's channel for the Figure It Out series. I do appreciate being a main guest for his last interview slash number three part of the series last Sunday, and I do appreciate, even though I did not expect it, being a member, well, a side guest, if you want to put it, a side guest on the last interview, which happened a few hours ago for today. I do appreciate that, even though it wasn't planned. I appreciate it very much. The questions and the questions that I was asked last week were about Blade, everything. Pretty good. I was able to give good answers. For example, things that to be honest, he did, as I mentioned, not a great job cleaning my apartment before I left. So he didn't do a good job. For example, I was saying he basically literally left a dollar sized piece of glass. Um, he left a dollar sized piece of glass on my kitchen floor before he left, even though he could have seen it and he could have easily cut his foot and I could have easily cut my foot if I hadn't seen it. So yeah, I can't believe that, like, he left that there. Also leaving poop, what looked to be poop on my toilet scrubber, and he didn't clean that. But yeah, I called him before he left my apartment to go to the hotel which he was staying at. The first hotel he stayed at before he got kicked out, but that police officer who looked like Keemstar kicked him out. Keemstar police officer who kicked him out of that Good West's Good Quality Inn, I think it was, somewhere in Seattle. He fled to from, yeah, where I'm at. Um, so yeah, that was that. Um, yeah, about last week. I do appreciate the questions. But about this Sonic trying to get, it's just my opinion. But Beck, well, this was obviously a fake Beck. The interview I was on today with Sonic, that was obviously a fake Beck, obviously a fake Beck. Um, so I mean, the thing is that even if she is, to be honest, I think she might have pranked him. So that's if she did get legitimately the actual Beck contact information, and she said, "Yes, I will be on for a Discord live stream interview for at this point in time of the day." So then, but I think she kind of pranked him. It's just my opinion. They said all this, he was saying he set all this up for this time. Everyone's gonna be here, etc. She didn't show. Said you got a fake person. Yeah. So yeah, Beck said she'd be on, and she wasn't. So that's the thing. I think, well, as I was saying also, that Tommy, if anyone knows who Tommy is, Tommy IRL, who he was living with his mom and dad in Arizona, which is where he did a lot of his streams. So he did when they moved. What happened was they sold their house in Arizona, and there was a bunch of drama with that. So um, what happened with that was they decided to sell their house in Arizona, and they moved to from what I understand, Tommy and his parents, they sold the house, and then they moved to a new house in upstate New York, not New York City, but upstate New York. Um, there are some people like IRL moments. I don't know if this was a joke or not, but the IRL moments was saying that um, he found a girlfriend and he quit IP2 after that. I don't know. I honestly think that was a big joke. A lot of people say that Tommy, he's mildly autistic and he's mildly autistic. He's never had a real okay, well, he has had a job. He did actually do a live stream of him working at Walmart when they were still in Arizona. So he has had a job before, but I think that with Tommy, his parents told him straight up, you either quit doing IRL streams, quit IP2 everything, or you find your own apartment. That is what actually happened. That is why he quit IP2. He didn't leave a goodbye video or anything. What happened? He legitimately just was told by his parents when they moved to the new house, "You have to quit this and find a job and try getting your own place with you can still live with us for a time being, but a part of you living here and finding your own apartment, you have to quit doing IRL streams. That's what happened with Tommy, realistically. He finding a girlfriend, Tommy finding a girlfriend. Okay, well, that's like a that sounds like something off of Step Brothers on Saturday Night Live. Yeah. Um, what who also, other than Tommy, who would be a good guest would possibly be, well, Gucci's is in Florida. She's quote unquote retired from IRL. She's with, from what I understand, she's still living with AK. AK, she's still living with AK. I think so. In Florida. When she became sober, she looked way better. Gucci's looked way better when she actually became sober. Um, she was happier. She wasn't, yeah, especially when she stopped communicating with Chicken Andy. Yeah, she looked way happier, and then slowly after that, she just quit streaming. And I think that was a good move by her, to be honest. She was funny to watch and everything, but yeah, um, I just generally think IB2 right now is kind of having a dry spell. IB2 is kind of having a dry spell in terms of content. I'm not interested in Sonic's homeless RV. I'm just not interested in that. The RV days with Blade, Ice Poseidon, if I'm not wrong, Ice Poseidon was the one who pioneered the idea of doing content RVs. He was the one who, and I do, yeah. I Sonic, no, not Sonic. Yeah, he's now trying to basically pick up the pieces and just do the same thing that Rent Free has tried to do. Sonic, well, no, Blade has done, Captain Content has done, and well, yeah, as I said, Ice was the one who pioneered the idea of doing a mobile content house, which is an RV. That's what he tried to do. And it will when Ice did it, it was very successful with his resources. Not only that, but his resources he had financially. Um, and people kind of fed off of that, just like how when ICE created I was talking about the Florida content house, which was basically a mini mansion back in 2017, 2016, as early as that, when ICE rented out it was literally a mini mansion with he invited other smaller streamers, which in this case were Blade and a lot of others, and yeah, they tried to get him sober essentially as a guest. But in reality, Ice just became more popular by making a joke out of it, of trying to get him sober, which failed, if I could add. And now Ice just says that basically Blade doesn't do any content, which, well, as of now, is completely true. Yeah, that's all I would like to say about that. The interviews, Stonic10. Um, Me doing IRL. So this Saturday, I will be doing IRL for the first time. I generously appreciate if I could actually shout out to Wolverine, who should be in chat. Um, I would like to do a shout out to Wolverine, for example, who today subscribed to my channel. I would like to give a shout out to him. The Freak, I see you've typed it here a little bit. If you're here, shout out to you. Um, so yeah, this Saturday I will be doing a soap. If I could, well, I will also mention it will be a sober IRL stream. I'll be going to a nearby park. I know I will not be saying what the name of the park is. It's gonna be fun. It's a popular family attraction, but however, it is in public, so they will not be saying, "Oh, you can't stream here," or whatever. I bought a selfie stick on Amazon. I've got everything set up. I've got a battery pack. I've got a battery pack. I've got a backpack, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. Might go to a restaurant that's right on the pier because it's right near the coast. So it's not in Seattle. It won't be in Seattle, but it will be south of Seattle. Um, yeah, a good spot. Just talk. Just do a walk and talk. See how it goes. Yeah. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys, whoever was over on Stonic10's channel during the interview, I hope you enjoyed the interview with everyone that was there. Freak being there, Freak being there. Who else? Uh, Stonic10, Lonely Booze Grenade as well. Go over to his channel. Also, Grader's IP2 clips. He's a pretty cool dude as well. Um, and the free green there. And Saint, even though Saint thinks I'm a fat virgin retard, I'm not a fat virgin retard. I'm not a virgin. I am overweight, but yeah, I have a full time job. And yeah, I would like to see actually me doing IRL as well, a hobby, well, a weekend hobby because I can't. I have a full time job, so I can't do IRL. Like, I can't do IRL obviously on the weekends, but I can do IRL as a hobby on the. I can do IRL as a hobby on the weekends. Just walking around, and yeah, it'd be a pretty cool experience. Pretty cool to get around town and just explore, and obviously places where I can do IRL, and you guys can tag along. Just yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna be this was supposed to be pretty short, but yeah, what up, Red Rocker? I saw you on Sonic's first podcast, and you're a cool dude. I like your insight. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate thinking I'm insightful. Now I've had a little bit to drink. I will admit. Um, Usually when I last week when I did do the stream last weekend, I was kind of drunk. I couldn't do that stream while sober. Yeah, part of the reason why it was entertaining, at least I considered the last Sonic 10 figure out part 3 with me was um was so entertaining was because I was kind of sober. Like I had the munchies, so I bought a while we were doing the stream, I actually bought DoorDash. I bought a hamburger and like fries because I was kind of having the munchies. So yeah. Um but I mean, it was entertaining. Like the IP2 graders was like, what you chomping on?" And I told him, "Oh, I'm having some Cajun fries right now." But yeah, um, it was fun because really, I'm not trying to get. It's not really ever. It's not about for me at least. It's not about popularity or anything. I'm just trying to have a good time, and yeah, provide a good time for you guys, just like how all of this was the room, as you guys call it. It's not a room, it is a studio apartment. I have a bathroom, a kitchen there. But yeah, it's not okay. It is a room, a big living room, but whatever. Yeah, it's and the battle axe is back there. By the way, that's the only thing that can actually kill Blade. He had no mortal weapon can kill Blade. It's only the battle axe that can kill Blade. He blessed it with himself. Yes, he told me. But yeah. So I will catch you guys later. I've never had actually anyone on my streams, my short review streams, actually message in the chat as live people watching. Um, um, I've never actually seen anyone. Yeah, I've never seen anyone. Well, okay, I've never seen anyone type in my chat live while I'm actually streaming, but I do appreciate it. And yeah, um, Lonely Booze Grenade. Yeah, I will be doing IRL this Saturday. I expect probably we'll say somewhere between 10 to 12 o'clock West Coast time, my time on the West Coast of the United States. So yeah, yeah. Have a good night, Lonely Booze Grenade. But also, okay, Red Rocker 1550. You're close to Seattle. Can we get your opinion on the Boeing situation? So there have been a few incidents recently with accidents happening with their aircraft having failures, such as one failure was a emergency side door blew open, and the people who were nearby they actually had permanent hearing damage because of the pressure the differential that was created. It basically caused permanent damage to the people nearby of that emergency door. It blew out their eardrums to a certain extent. Um, and also the another aircraft where the framing of the wing came off. So yeah, the framing, the metal framing of one of the wings, which was filmed by someone on who was at the a window side door, blew off. Um, I don't know what's I can't say anything on that other than, to be on I can't say anything on that. I have on the news, I've seen some people say that someone who had information on this Boeing, uh, mal mal maintenance or bad maintenance on the both the handle both the care. Oh, yes, Red Rocker, well, that's what I'm talking about. That one dude, the whistleblower. So yes, Red Rocker, that one dude who had information, he supposedly died uh, suspicious a very suspicious death. So some people are saying that Boeing hired, he killed, Boeing hired someone to kill him before he could spill the beans. But I forget that one dude who was he was a mechanic supposedly, if I'm not wrong. He was a mechanic who had information on how corners were being cut during the actual production of these aircraft, that people weren't doing what the full steps of how during the production of these aircraft they were cutting corners essentially, which is why these accidents happened. Um, but yeah, he's dead. That he was like a whistleblower essentially, and now he's dead. I don't know. I don't know. It's sketchy. Maybe more information will come out, but yeah, I've seen a lot on the news and local news, at least. Good Morning Seattle on cable television and everything. It's crazy. Uh, what up, Acid Face? What up, Peace? Well, peace to you too. Um, yeah, so it's pretty cool. Uh, pretty cool stream. I didn't expect this to be this long or this many people. I mean, even though it's not a lot of people, it's still everyone who's here in chat. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, yeah, appreciate all your guys' support. I appreciate all your guys' support. Um, so Red Rocker, I will be back on this Saturday for IRL. As I said, I'm going to be doing for the first time. It will be IRL doing a walk around a public park, which is it's basically like a beach walk kind of, but like uh, a paved beach walk. And if I can, there's also an aquarium nearby. An aquarium nearby. See if I can get in there while filming. I should be able to. No one's gonna care. But yeah, I should be able to do that. I should be able to get inside that aquarium as well. Afterwards, we do like a short beach walk. Because it is a pretty big park, but it will be a little since the weather has also changed as well here. Daylight savings time has kicked. Yeah, yeah. Um, it will be sick. It will be sick. Yeah, battery charger, well, battery block and everything, backpack. Yeah, it'll be good. So it seems like it's been a pretty good video. Do you do edibles? I don't do edibles to be honest. I used to smoke weed. I don't smoke weed anymore. It was kind of like a phase, like a long time ago. Going, I've always wanted to go to an aquarium on edibles. I could see like if you were to see jellyfish, like those big jellyfish that are like well, okay, seeing jellyfish like how they kind of like move like that, that'd be pretty chill, pretty cool to see while going to an aquarium on edibles. But yeah, it's an aquarium slash. It's also a zoo, the place that I will try to get into. Yeah, I can yeah, Wolverine, I can see it would enhance it. I would see it could enhance it, but, I wouldn't necessarily say that it has to be that you have to be, lit in that sense to go to an aquarium, but it would definitely enhance it. It would enhance it. Yeah. So, but you gotta think I would like to say one thing about LG, as LBG said a few minutes like, a little bit ago in chat, putting yourself out there, for example, like taking risks, for example, like me letting Blade, stay at my apartment. That was a risk with a big, I guess, something to gain, like money wise. It wasn't about the money, but it was just trying to do a good thing for a good dude, but also taking the initiative, taking risks. That's something that I feel that uh, review channels, review channels, documentary channels on IP2. To a certain extent, you have to do that if you want to have start to at least be a little bit successful, and then grow from that. Yeah, putting yourself out there is a part of it. It's a part of it. Yeah, you need to find the what you have to do. Is you have to find that niche, that one niche, and from it's like a seed when trying to be successful on YouTube as a IRL viewer, reviewer, viewer, or reviewer of certain content by our IP2 streamers. Even though YouTube is trying to crack down on current IP2 streamers such as Suspendas. I don't know if you guys know who Suspendas is, but Suspendas, his account has been it's been nuked by YouTube. It's been deleted. Suspendas was actually reviewed by Moist Critical. He was reviewed by Moist Critical, by when he went on a subway train and he told a group of Asian people well, when he was doing Japanese streams in Japan, before he went to Thailand, he told a group of Japanese people on a subway train during an altercation to speak English. Imagine going to another person's country where they speak another language and you tell them to speak your language. Dude, I can't imagine that. Like, so if I'm, let's say, I'm American, I speak English, so let's say I go to Germany and I have some kind of, as I said, an altercation with a group of people, and I have the audacity to say, "Speak English, dude. You're not in their fucking. You're the minority in their country, dude. You are the minority in their country. Imagine having the balls to say that." And then someone tried to calm down the situation by saying, "Here in Japan, we speak Japan. We speak Japanese." But yeah, he calmed down the altercation in the end. And yeah, and yeah, I can't believe anyone would ever do that. But yeah, as I said, Suspendos is nuked. His channel, I don't know where. Oh, well, he got nuked on YouTube, but he's actually still streaming on Kick, just like how Ice is streaming on Kick now. Ice is streaming on Kick. Suspendos is streaming on Kick, and yeah, so that's what's happening. It's just a lot of IP2 streamers, especially the OG IP2 streamers, are just they're getting pushed off YouTube and they're having to go to Kick. And even then, if you are so outlandish as an IP2 streamer that you can't make it on Kick, but you have to go to Rumble, then you've got issues. If you can't make it, if you get kicked on Kick, a play on words there, a play on words. If you get kicked on Kick while being a IP2 streamer, you've got issues, dude. You've got issues. Uh, no, I don't. Hey, Red Rocker, so I don't stream on Kick or Twitch. Like I, yeah, this will be my first ever IRL stream this Saturday. I've never yet. I'm just getting into this, to be honest. Like I've got like the basic setup. I've got a battery block in case I need it. I've got a selfie stick. I've got a backpack, and that's what it's gonna be. It's just this is my first. Yeah, this like I've only have 50 subscribers. My channel's super small. But my channel's pretty tiny. Like I'm just doing. I like to review things, talk, and yeah, that's it. And I appreciate you guys' me being in live chat and just yeah talking. But yeah, Blade did get at Wolverine. Blade did get kicked off Kick, and I mean it's his fault. And I mean, even though this we're talking about something that happened, a couple months ago, he did get kicked off Kick, and so now he's on Rumble, which is super obsolete, and it's difficult to watch any kind of live stream. It's not easy to watch on Rumble. It's not. It's there's lag. Trying to fast forward, go and rewind. Assuming you're a clipper, you like to clip things. Imagine trying to clip. Yeah, it's not easy trying to clip things on that channel as well. Well, on that streaming platform. On that streaming platform. So yeah, uh, that's about it. Uh, so yeah, I appreciate you guys' support. Not much else than that. I went to Costco today. And I was actually, I was just getting out of the bathroom. Took a shower, and then I saw that Stonic10 was talking to me. Well, he was trying to get me on the live stream, so I had to call him back because the it went to voice. Well, it just canceled because I didn't respond in time. But yeah, yeah, Wolverine, dude. I'll see you late. I'll see you this Saturday, and anyone else who wants to Anyone else who wants to come into chat, well, they come to chat this Saturday, see me just yeah, doing a little bit of a walk. Yeah. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.